Recording in progress.
Hola, hola. Hola, hola. Bien. Muy bien. Ya estamos en la sala. ¿Cómo están todos? Estamos acá conectando. Déjenme acomodar esto aquí. Ahí está. Muy bien. Muy bien, jóvenes, ¿cómo están? Espero que estén bien. Se está sumando gente a la sala. Disculpen la demora. Creo que ya están adentro. ¿Sí? Están empezando a sumarse. Bien ahí. Genial. Vamos a esperar que se llene un poquitito. Disculpen la demora. Estaba terminando con revisando la presentación. Vamos a conversar un ratito. La idea de hoy va a ser iniciar una serie de... Estoy hablando en español. I'm sorry, guys. I was speaking Spanish. I just came out from a meeting and it was in Spanish. So I keep going and going and going. I apologize. This is going to be in English. Yes. Let me see. There you go. The chat is for me. You write and I see the chat. Okay, guys. It should be activated. In any case, what I wanted to say is that the idea of this is to start a series of webinars that I want to run every Monday in English and every Tuesday in Spanish from here on, every week. Okay, we're gonna do it at least for 2 or 3 months. The intention of that behind that is that we have a lot of people asking details about what's going on. It's a long project, deep project with a lot of work. So I decided to dedicate this time of my schedule to about hour and a half, 2 hours, Mondays and Tuesdays to talk to the community, with the community. So let me see. Let's allow some more people to come in. Let me see who we have. I don't know if one of you guys said that the chat is disabled. Can you please try to chat, write in the chat? I'm gonna tell you as well. You see this? I don't know if you guys can see that. Try to answer in the chat. If it's disabled, you can always ask me a question and we answer afterwards. Okay? Let me see. There's questions here. Okay. Chat disable. Good. It's I want to fix it for next time. If you want to chat, the idea of this is that we focus into the content, and if you have question, you go to Q&A and you can ask questions. Okay. In any case, I'm still gonna check it out for next time. Good. Okay. Well, I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna just close everything and focus exclusively on this. I have my other phone here. I'm in different rooms. Closing the chat. Let me see if this is good. This is going to be recorded, and this one I'm not sure if every one of the webinars. This one in particular is going to be published on the YouTube channel. Okay, let's see. So let me remind you, in Spanish, en español va a ser mañana. Okay, los martes. Today is in Spanish. It's in English for everybody who wants to attend. Also, I invite everybody who's in the room to invite your peeps. Maybe if not today, next Monday. So no, this is going to be a weekly thing. Every week, I'm going to do this presentation. Maybe today is going to be more complete. Maybe from here on, I will focus more into questions and answers or just updates. Today is going to be a full-fledged because I haven't been online with you guys for a lot of months. So I decided to put together a nice presentation to bring you up to speed on what's going on, what's WebCoin, what's going on, where are we going with this. If you are already an old-time WebCoiner, there's going to be a lot of new information for you to enjoy. So without further ado, I'm going to just share my screen here. Let me see. Share screen. This should be like this. Let's share sound in case. And give me a minute. Okay, let me see. Just confirm that it's being shared properly. It is. If you're on your phones, remember to put it horizontal so you can see the whole presentation and listen to me properly, okay? Good. I don't know why I don't see me here. All right. Welcome everybody to this, the first series of a series of webinars in regards to the Waka Coin project. I am Héctor Rodriguez Curvelo. I am the founder of the project, the guy that put the seed several years ago when we started writing about it. I'm going to tell you a little bit of the story of the project. This is good if you are already in the community and you decide to push forward with this, you know, bring information to the masses, which is what we want to do. It's good to as a source of information, okay? That's the whole idea. So what is Waka Coin? Of course, usual disclaimer, I'm gonna do this once, screenshot it if you want. Basically, I am not here to, I'm not a financial advisor. No one presenting you this video is a financial advisor. No one here is pushing you to buy or invest in Waka Coin. This is just an informative video, okay, of what the project is. Where are we going? Where does it come from? Where are we going? For you to make your own decision, do your due diligence on everything that is said here, everybody involved. And that's it. I have to do this. It's annoying, but let's go. So let's start right into part one, introduction. So what is Waka Coin? First, I'm gonna run this video. Most of you have seen it, but I think it's a really nice start for the webinar with the vision of what Waka Coin is. So remember, this video was published a year and something ago, so some information in it. Yeah, you will see it updated later, but yeah, it's still a good video. All right. So what is Waka Coin? Let's remember from the very beginning. Anything you think you know about crypto, I'm pretty sure you know a lot. This is not like every other project out there, and I know it sounds cliche, but it is the truth. I've been in crypto for over a decade, and one thing that it bothers me a little bit, which is why this project exists, is the fact that the crypto space, the people in it, is not growing properly. I mean, the population grows faster than the crypto space is growing. Currently, as of today, there is less than 100 million people in the world actively using crypto. You might say, it's a lot of people, 100 million. Yeah, but the world has 8.1 billion. So it's not really that much. And I think it's time to change that. In fact, I'm owner of a not so popular opinion that the Bitcoin as a project has failed the original mission. I don't know if you are aware that Bitcoin, when it was created, 16 years ago, it was designed as a means to bring back, let's say, financial power to the people, kind of like a socialist concept, if you want to call it like that. The idea is to remove the middleman, bring back the power of, I have my money, I want that, I give that to you, and it's just between you and I. There's no intermediate, no cuts, nobody taking our money. And as much as a massive success Bitcoin has been, blockchain technology has been in a matter of technology-wise, it changed the world completely. You might not know it yet. People might not know it yet, but it did. The fact of the matter is that Bitcoin, the more it grows in value, and it will grow, it will go to $250,000, I'm assuming by next year, maybe a little bit later, maybe $1 million in 5 years. It will grow immensely. But the fact of the matter is that the more it grows in value, the more it distances itself as a coin and as a technology from normal people. Because normal people are not used to a concept of, even if they might be curious about crypto, okay, I'm going to put $100 into this and then receiving 0.0000 or something. So as I always say, the lady buying groceries in the store, or the couple that are walking their dog in the plaza, they think of crypto and Bitcoin like something is not for them. And I think it's time to change that, because you and I, if you're in this room, you understand the importance of crypto and blockchain technologies and why it will be such an advantage for everybody to be involved in it. If I could make a decision and snap my fingers, I would choose for everyone to use crypto tomorrow. And that's kind of like the mission of Waka Coin. So the idea basically is not to create a meme coin so you become rich tomorrow. This is not it. If you're looking for a meme coin, Waka Coin is not that type of project. What we are creating here, what we have been working for the past years, is an alternative to Bitcoin, another global cryptocurrency, sustained with a lot of weight behind it, but aimed to the people that are not in the crypto space. Of course, people in the crypto space will love it, but we're aiming, as I always say, to the lady buying groceries in the store. I want her to understand that she can use crypto as a currency that she's using her normal money, and with all the advantages that it brings. And that's the whole idea. As it stands, as a definition, Waka Coin is a global cryptocurrency initially developed as a token in the Binance Smart Chain, BEP20 protocol, but we are working on the WCC chain. If you want to have an idea of what it will be technologically wise, think Ethereum with the Ethereum network, or Solana, and that's kind of what we're going, but from a completely different perspective in how we're going to position the project, okay? Even today, it's still a semi-private type of exclusive secret project. The community, it's fairly small. Even if it's not small, it's 15,000 people that hold the coin in 133 countries today, but it's still an ICO, so it's not listed anywhere. We want to talk about that in a minute, but it's still considered a private project. Okay, I'm going to share these goals. This is the first of many webinars, so I'm gonna go in deep. The first goal is, after 1 year in the marketplace, not as an ICO, after we are out, to reach 1 million users, and we're going to be accepted. Well, we are already in 133 countries. We're accepted by hundreds of companies in 150 countries as soon as we are out. What we are saying accepted in is because we have people in 153 countries. Even today, we can say through our KYCs, it's not enforced or requested or even mentioned to the users, but because of the trust in the project, over 30% of the users that have Waka Coin have done the KYCs. So that's how we know that we have people in 133 countries today. And we wish to help them by having Waka Coin accepted everywhere once we are out in the marketplace. 5-year goals, again, this is a big project. Is not to nothing that we talk about is to make money tomorrow. Let's put it in the exchange and we'll grow 10,000x and then just burn the project like most meme coins are. And again, I never did marketing in anything I have produced by attacking or saying anything against similar products or services. I'm not going to start now. But as you might know, and if you don't, I'm going to tell you, in the crypto space, sadly, there is like a lifespan from projects, and that's between 3 to 6 months. Most projects that you see out there, most meme coins that you see out there, they come, come invest and put money in. 6 months after this conversation, they're not going to be there. This is not the case with WorkAccount. Well, we're working on this project since, I say, in paper, since 2000. In fact, if I consider the prior project in which this was based even further, even before that, but about 2020, during the COVID. And it was launched as a crypto in 2022, and we are 1 year and a half in ICO. So as you can see, it's not gonna go anywhere. There's a lot of effort put into this. Okay, in 5 years on the road, we expect WorkAcoin to be on par with platforms like Ethereum or Solana, positioned as one of the leading cryptocurrencies in the world. We can work about the value established over $100 in exchange, or more by that time. About 10,000 businesses accepting WorkAcoin worldwide, and WorkAcoin being used to, from buying groceries or paying the bills to purchasing a house or a car. That's the whole idea 5 years from now. What I mean from now is from launch, right? I mean, from now can be, it's from launch. We mean all these things once the coin is in the marketplace. And yeah, this is the goal. And this is an important number, 100 million people, because as I was saying, there's 100 million people in crypto today. The vision behind this, there's a whole presentation about the vision behind this. I don't know if in this presentation is said, is for WorkAcoin to open a door. So 5 years from now, there is 3 billion people using crypto, not just 100 million. And the way how we're going to accomplish that, I'm not saying 3 billion people using WorkAcoin. I'm saying 3 billion people using crypto one way or another. And the reason how we're going to help on that is because the strategy, and you want to see the strategy on how are we working, how are we pushing this baby into the world, is something that no one has ever done before. And that again sounds like a cliche, but it is the truth. When you see it, we're treating WorkAcoin as if it was a product made by Adidas or Coca-Cola or Nike, okay? Positioning it everywhere, and you will see about it. Again, if you have heard this before, or if you know what WorkAcoin is, stay in the room, because from half forward, there's a lot of new things and important news and updates that you want to hear about what WorkAcoin is. Okay, about us. So where does it come from? Who's behind it? Well, there's the first thing that I had to say is that WorkAcoin was built within the Wealth Club ecosystem in the organization that I lead, with a lot of resources from the bigger company, which is CJF. CJF was an online university I built in 2018. It has a massive ecosystem, including technology for apps, etc. And we used a lot of that to start building everything for Wealth Cloud and WorkAcoin. And there's a world-class team behind the project, led, or not, maybe not led, but started by yours truly. Okay, this is just a few images of the website, the ecosystem, the Instagram account of Wealth Club. Same with CJF. This is me with more hair. In the university, CJF is a massive platform. It became, at some point, it was the largest online, let's call it, university for Hispanic entrepreneurs in Spanish, 100% in Spanish, with over 200,000 students. And this little image right here, if you can see right here in the corner, and if you can see it, was the first project that we worked. It was kind of like the base of the project that you see today. It was going to be the SEJ coin for CJF, but then it changed. It evolved into what it is today. Okay, this is me. I'm not going to talk too much about me. I'm in business. I've been in business for 15 years. My life as an adult started in the Air Force. I quit as a captain. I didn't retire. I left my career to pursue a business life, an entrepreneurial life. There's a bunch of stuff you can read about me. I'm not gonna go too deep into this. What I can tell you though is that it's been a long road. And why this is important, this is not to tell you how good I am, not at all, but that there's not just nobody behind this project. At least I'm not just nobody that put a seed on it, okay? There is effort and there's image within this. somebody asked me the other day, what guarantees that the project it will not disappear in whatever 6 months from now? Well, first of all, we've been working on it for years and it hasn't disappeared. But I wouldn't say most importantly, but one of the really important concepts is that my face is behind it, okay? And everything I have built is behind it, and everything I have now is put into this project. All I stepped aside of everything I was doing and building and creating, my mastermind retreats, my global conferences, the coaching, the mentoring, everything, to focus exclusively into the WealthClub project. And it's been like that for the last 2 years, and it's going to remain like that until the project lifts off the ground and holds itself, and then I'm gonna go back to what I love, which is coaching people and making events. So anyways, why WealthClub? So if you're already in the project, this is a really good question. Okay, why should I stay? Or why should I get more involved? Or why should I bring my people? And if you are new when you're joining into this webinar, you're saying, okay, why should I care? These are three, I will say, big reasons why this project is head and shoulders above most everything else that you're seeing right now. And again, new project, thinking into the future, and in many aspects above and beyond what has been built. Maybe not technologically wise, at least not yet until the WCC chain is out, but yes in the concept, okay? So number A, the first thing why WealthClub is the global positioning, we want to talk about it. The usability, that's the second thing, and the number 3 is the infrastructure that is being built, and that we're going to keep building. Okay, let's focus into the number 1. So global positioning. Let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was invited to a private event with some big names. It's one of those by invitation only, and we're talking about crypto with a specific crypto gentleman. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he's a really big person in the field. And we were discussing these statistics, right? I mean, why are you in crypto? What are you? How long have you been? How long have you been? How much money have you moved? All of those type of questions. And we shared a few notes in our perspective on how the crypto space it was at that moment. And what I said in the beginning was kind of like the core of the conversation. Why is that the crypto space is not growing? What can be done? How can we change that? How is that affecting people? And let me share two statistics with you. I said already that less than what? 1%, about 1% of the population is in crypto, right? So that's okay, I guess. It's not okay, it's small. 3%, 2%, 3%, you say what you want. It's about that. 3%, 2%, 3% of the population is in crypto, one way or another. Not actively in crypto. I'm talking about maybe you own purchase a few coins, have them saved, about 3% of the population. So it's fair to say, if you check those statistics, only 3% of the total population is in crypto. We could argue that crypto is the future, not the present. Okay, and it's a valid opinion. But there's another statistic that is even more revealing than that one, and that is that if we analyze the top 1%ers, the top 1% earners financially, right, over $1.4 million or something a year, over 50%, actually, depending on the statistic that you study, between 59 to 69% of them are in crypto. Okay, between 59 to 69% of the people that makes the most amount of money in the world have been investing or are actively into the crypto space. Okay, which is something I want you to think about. So if 3% of the total population of the world is in crypto, we could say that crypto is the future. But if 60% overall average, 60% of the richest and the most powerful people in the world are in crypto, then it's not the future, it's the present. But normal people doesn't know it yet. And that is something that we want to change. That is why we created this project. So when I came back home, I decided to rewrite the SEJ coin, which was going to be a financial utility token for CGF ecosystem, for the SEJ ecosystem. We decided to scrap the project, write a new one, and make it a global cryptocurrency. That's how WealthClub was born. And the question I got was, okay, how are we gonna make that? How are we gonna change, those percentages? How are we gonna make the ladybug users in the store care about WealthClub? So what we did, we studied the COVID situation. That was 2020. And COVID was extremely interesting because as a, let's say, commercial study, as a case study for commercial success, the COVID vaccination was the most successful product ever made in the cryptos in the world, in the history of mankind. It was the one product that was sold to everyone multiple times. I'm talking about in a short period of time. We could argue that maybe Bible has been sold more. I don't know, but as far as as a product, the vaccination was the most successful product ever made. So how? Why did that happen? So we did some research and some studies, and we came up with a few data points, but the most important ones were two main factors. Number one, the credibility of the message sender, who was telling us what to do or what to believe or what to think. Governments, politicians, the press, the media. I saw it in the news, my father would say. And on the other hand, the massive exposure, the vast amount of information that we were bombarded with 24/7, every day. It didn't matter where you were in the world, your age, your gender, your religion. We all knew the same information. We were all bombarded with that. So those kind of two factors made COVID a success, let's say, from that standpoint. So we decided to do something similar, but for a good reason. And then we came up with two main initiatives. The initiative number one, which is the VIP Ambassadors Initiative, in which the idea was to build credibility. Okay, so I started reaching out to some of the biggest people I knew, bringing them in one capacity or another as advisors, as working, advising in marketing, advising in whatever capacity they could, or as specifically exclusively as VIP ambassadors. And we brought them in. Yeah, I started with four became 5, 10, 20. Now we have 66 VIP ambassadors, international ambassadors in 34 countries, in the 5 continents. We have people that are mega marketers and celebrities in business. We have award-winning coaches, actors, producers, singers, like this gentleman here, world champion athletes. We have royalty. We have, again, people in politics. It's a massive, incredible group of people, which is important to clarify. These are not promoters that I paid, here's $1,000, go and talk on your Instagram. These are people that one way or another in their field that are top of the game in their field worldwide, and one way or another they are pushing forward the message and what we are building with WealthClub Coin. They believe in the project, they know what we're doing, they know what is it that we want to change, and they're pushing forward with it. Without these people, this project wouldn't be anything. And again, it's a massive group, and there's more people coming in. And we're excited about how it's always constantly growing. In fact, we have now, I think I have 6 or 7 new conversations with new ambassadors that want to sign up with us. And 2 of them are different nations, so I'm excited. So the second one, so with credibility, again, going back to the ambassadors, if I want to push something globally, it kind of is just me. Most likely you're here, you never heard of me. You have no idea who I was until maybe this meeting, or you heard of WealthClub Coin. But maybe you heard about the ambassador that brought you in, or the ambassador that started building his network, her network in your nation. And that's the whole idea, right? Building that credibility through people at the highest levels in as many industries as possible. Not necessarily into the crypto space. In fact, if they're not in the crypto space, even better, because that means that they believe on what this is all about, and they want to bring it to their peeps. And then the second initiative is the Global Positioning Initiative, which is, I would say, the most interesting one. We can argue about that. It's the most interesting one, which is about exposure. Remember the massive exposure we're talking about. The idea of this initiative is to position WealthClub Coin in as many industries as possible worldwide. And there's a few examples. We've been working from day one in the music industry. We have produced, and we are producing songs in different countries: Argentina, France, Italy, Sweden, and we're working on other nations. We're working with them. So far, we haven't confirmed yet. I cannot confirm, but we are working actively with these artists. The idea is not to just, we put some money and the song is made. We produced it with a coin. No, it's actually songs that talk about what the blockchain industry is. They mention the advantages. They mention the concept of financial freedom. Of course, they mention WealthClub Coin, but not necessarily. It's not an advertisement for WealthClub Coin. It's more message being sent through the music and through the arts. And the interesting thing about this particular field is that this song that you can see here, we produced a massive video in Argentina for this song, Crypto Millionaire. This song became #1 hit in radio, and because of that, we were able to sign a contract of distribution with Universal Music. And this has never been done before. Like, not only the music industry, you will not see any registered verified artist singing about Bitcoin or whatever. You hear them about doing that about Oka coin. But not only that, this is the very first time in history, and history will remember this in the future. Once Oka coin goes global, how this happened. There will be news, interviews, everything about we signing that contract with Universal Music. They don't even know how important that move was for them until we make this song viral. It's not viral yet. It was a localized, a local hit, but we're gonna make it viral when the time comes. So moving forward, we're also working with sports a lot. In fact, 6 of our ambassadors are mega successful in their field. We have 6-time world champion boxer, 4-time world champion windsurfer. We have international Central American international national champion in horse jumping. We have a mega legend in jiu-jitsu. We have Victor Thurop, Olympic medalist in speed skating. We have Marcelo Arevalo, ranked #7 in tennis, in double tennis. We are also sponsoring football, as you can see, 2 teams in Argentina and Uruguay, and we're also sponsoring Mr. Herbert Tovar as well in horse jumping in Central America. So we are involved, actively involved in sports. Not only that, also motorsports, one of the biggest, the first partnership we closed, and I'm so happy that we did, and we are looking forward to keep working together, was with Formula Woman in England. We sponsored and partnered with them. We sponsored the competition, the main competition in 2022 at the end of the year. When we were starting the ICO, we were pushing with Formula Woman, with us about a dozen cars with the logo in the hood. Also, they have a Super GT car. We're also supporting them. It was exciting, and we're working with them, and hopefully we'll keep working with them. There's a bunch of projects in motorsports as well. We're supporting the fashion industry as well. The first endeavor was with the African Fashion Week Brazil through some of our esteemed ambassadors. This was a massive event in Sao Paulo. There was about 7,000 people attending this event, and we were one of the biggest sponsors of the event. We partnered up with the brand Africa Fashion Week. They have events in London, in Nigeria, in Lagos, and in Sao Paulo. Those are the royals that behind the Africa Fashion Week. The Princess Kamala de Milui and Adebola de Milui and their sister, which is the founder of the African Fashion Week movement. I'm pretty happy and proud to call them part of this project. We're also working in different fields. This is just new sponsorship. Some are soon to be announced. This is a Código de Sábado la Noche. It's a podcast radio show in Argentina. We mentioned that we're in conversation with Marcelo Arevalo as well to sponsor him in his tennis career. And we've been working also with governments, hand-to-hand with governments. There's active conversation with 3 different governments. I'm not in liberty to saying on the other 2 what has been said. This one I can, because there was an actual official visit to El Salvador last year. We visited through the hands of our ambassador, Herbert Tovar. We had the chance to meet with the Superintendent Manuel Aguilar, which is kind of like a minister of telecommunications and technology. Also with Congressman Jorge Castro, we spoke more about the philanthropy of it with the congressman, and I also had the chance to meet briefly with the brother of the president in a dinner and spoke about what can happen in the future. This is just one of 3 active conversations with governments, and we can talk in another Monday. We can discuss what is the, let's say, operations plan, the global positioning of the operations in a further conversation. So number 8, global positioning. 2 initiatives, the VIP Ambassadors Initiative for credibility, and then the Global Positioning Initiative for exposure of the concept. Now, the second reason why, the B reason why you should be interested about this and excited if you're already in it, is the usability. And here's what happens in general in the crypto space. and hear me out, this is important for you to understand. In the crypto space, if you remove Bitcoin, let's say Ethereum USDT, and maybe, or maybe, no, not maybe, BNB, and maybe 2 or 3 others, like the big ones, and I think I'm being generous, everything else, literally everything else, it doesn't matter if it's a shitty meme coin or a coin that you really love, if we remove the exchanges from the conversation, like Binance or Coinbase or whatever it is, those coins become worthless, except within their own ecosystem. And I want to give you an example, okay? Let's say I go to your nation. You are in Germany, okay? And you use euros, I believe, or francs. Well, let's say you use, I think you use francs in Germany, maybe euros, I don't remember. Your currency. And I go to Germany, and I'm there, and I go to a McDonald's, and with a bag of 1 million Uruguayan pesos, okay, which is about what, $20,000 or something, $25,000. I go with those $25,000 in a bag, in Uruguayan pesos, and I put it on top of the McDonald's counter, and I say, I want a combo, and I take a bunch of money and I threw it at the McDonald's clerk. They would not send me anything, not because that coin is not that currency is not worth anything, or because it's fake. It's not, and it does worth something. It's because it's a currency from a different medium. Think about that. It's currency from a different medium. The same happens in crypto, in the crypto space. Okay, any coin, take any project you want, they're worth a lot. Maybe in their own ecosystem, you can buy and sell and do things, and you have advantages and whatever it is. But if you want to bring the value of those coins into the real world, paying your bills or buying a car or whatever it is, you need to necessarily exchange them for a different currency in an exchange, most likely Bitcoin or Ethereum or USDT. Okay, most likely. We want to remove that concept with WealthClub coin, and we're working hard on it. Of course, as far as usability, the first thing is we're gonna integrate it with all of the ecosystems of the companies that are attached to it, and also with every global partner. You know, they will accept WealthClub coin. Some of them already are. In fact, because there's even if it's in an ICO, there is a transfer function within users, and that allows us to, as an example, hotels to already accept WealthClub coin. There's a hotel, a chain of hotels in El Salvador that accepts WealthClub coin. If you want to go stay there, just go with your phone, WealthClub coin, how much a room, whatever amount, you just transfer it to the hotel account, and that's it. Then you have a room. It's allowed to do that already. Of course, this is kind of like the basic concept of global currency. We want you to be able to use WealthClub coin without the need of going to an exchange and sell it, you know, for Bitcoin or Ethereum. So how are we going to do it? Well, the main reason, of course, in order for a global cryptocurrency to be a currency, you need 3 things. 2 are mandatory. One is people that hold the coin. Another one is people accepting the coin. Okay, it's easy. If I have this to sell, and then you accept WealthClub coin, and I accept WealthClub coin, you give me your coins, I give you my pen. Boom, the problem solved. For that to be global, we need a lot of people, right? And a lot of companies accepting. So we're working super hard into companies accepting WealthClub coin, but that is a long-term game. You know, in order for it happened to Bitcoin, now you can buy basically anything depending on where you go, and if you know how to look, you can buy anything. But now, 16 years after, that's something that will not be accomplished overnight. But we are working hard into the part of the companies accepting WealthClub coin directly. But if they don't accept it directly, like the example of me going to a McDonald's in your country with Uruguayan pesos, I cannot pay. They don't accept it directly. We need an intermediate. And that's where the exchanges come. But what if instead of going to an exchange, we manage to get you a card? And look at this.
Of innovation and optimism in the crypto world.
Let's go back.
Picture this. WealthClub Coin, a beacon of innovation and optimism in the crypto world, teams up with XSwipe, the global crypto debit card accepted in 200 countries. Now you can spend your ETH, USDT, BNB, or SOL without limits. And here's the kicker. This partnership unfolds while WCC is still in its ICO phase, a testament to WCC's prestige and seriousness. Don't just watch, join the adventure, secure your X Swipe card today, and be ready when WCC ICO concludes. This isn't just the future, this is your future.
Okay, we closed, at the beginning of this year, we closed a partnership with X Swipe, the crypto debit card, which, think about this, immediately removes the need, not the want. You may still want to exchange Weka coin for Bitcoin when it's available, but the need of exchanging it in order to make Weka coin an actual currency in the real world, let's call it. The need is removed because if you have your debit card, the only thing you need to do is go with your debit card and pay your bills or buy your groceries or buy yourself a car, okay, as long as you have enough. That's it. You just put the coins into the card, you go and use them. And this is massive because not only because of the usability of it, but also from a, let's say, prestige and positioning point of view. Because there's what? I'm not going to say 100. I'm pretty sure it's way, way less than that. In the world, there's about 10,000 different crypto projects out there. And there is a few dozens, literally a few dozens, maybe 2, 3, 4 dozens that you can actually use in one or other debit card, crypto debit card. There's no thousands, there's a few dozens. And now, by contract, this company, because they believe in the project, they know how strong it is, signed a contract with us that they, in which they're saying that they will accept a coin on day one as an exchange. Of course, liquidity applicable and all those things. But it's amazing. They already position Weka coin above and beyond everything else, or most projects out there, even if they are years old projects. Weka coin is already up there with them, with the best of them.
Picture this.
So let's go. Yeah. So global projects, as I was saying, are important. We are working hard to get more and more companies accepting Weka coin. We have already companies in about 100 companies, small businesses and medium businesses accepting Weka coin worldwide, which is a testament of the effort we're putting on. And what we're saying, you know, Formula One is one of the biggest partnerships. I want to just pass the partnership really quick. And I want to put this whole video. Say Jefe in education, as I was saying as well. I'm not going to also go too deep into this. Landia Metaverse, that was a contract we signed at the end of last year. We're still working with them on the logistics, but they're going to create the Weka coin ecosystem area, let's say, in the virtual space in their metaverse. We're also going to work into selling lots of land. They are working on a deal to sell lots of land that you can purchase with Weka coin or a part of it with Weka coin. It's a really good partnership. We have ESPN Esports that I know they have had problems delivering to some of their clients, but as far as the esports part of it, we are partnering with them. The idea is that Weka coin will become one of their one of the utility, if not the best, the utility token they will use. That's the plan, or at the very least one of the utility tokens they will accept for their projects. In fact, we're working together to soon as possible start organizing a tournament together in the States. Like Magnet Media is one, a pretty interesting one. They focus into social media for celebrities and personalities alike to help them push them. There you go, remove the sound. And the Weka coin users right now, not 6 months from now, right now, you can go to Like Magnet Media platform and purchase their services, which are premium services. They're not like, you know, free followers and bullshit, like bots and stuff. It's actual campaigns run for celebrities, and then you can also access this. And you can pay half of whatever the cost is in Weka coin, which is massive. We have also, let me see, what other partnership that we can discuss. Well, this is a really nice one. We purchased half of our radio show in a percentage of our radio in Argentina, FM 88.9, and we're working on different products that we're going to push out into their radio station in the next years. The first one being Código de Sábado de la Noche, which, as I was mentioning, is a podcast talk show that is going to be. This is a long time coming. We actually closed this deal in December last year, and we were supposed to start publishing this show on March. Still hasn't happened yet. We're still having production problems in Argentina, but it's coming, and it's everything is signed. It's already happening, and this is going to be a really nice platform for Weka coin also to grow. as I was saying, there's also a lot of small businesses involved already accepting Coca-Cola in different parts of the world. This is always something that always, warms the heart, seeing people excited about something like this. If you remember correctly, continuing with the global positioning and stuff, if you know maybe you have heard of the Bitcoin Pizza Day, this is going to be another historical moment. Bitcoin Pizza Day, I think, is 27th of March or something, 2011, when the first purchase was made in the real world with Bitcoin. It was 2 pizzas, 10,000 Bitcoins. Well, we did something similar on a higher level with WealthClub, knowing where are we going. Last year, yeah, a year ago, we purchased, here is the date, 14th of March 2023, we purchased a champion mare in El Salvador, valued at $100,000 at that time. Now it's over $250,000 worth. And we purchased it with 2.1 something million Waka coins exclusively. There was no other money put in. It was a contract signed with lawyers and everything legal, documents, everything, for 2.1 million Waka coins. This is the first official purchase made with Waka coin in the real world, and we made it. It's a big one, and this is yet another thing that's gonna be. It's historical, not now because Waka coin is still a baby project. But trust me when I say that 3, 4, 5 years from now, when Waka coin explodes, people will remember this day. Now, number C, the C in the why should you care? The infrastructure is important, and I want to try to briefly explain to you why this is so big. And this other slide can get a little confusing, so I'm going to explain to you step by step. The Coin infrastructure. This is not. If you go to, again, not to bash any project, but if you check, I dare you to go to any of the last maybe 6 months projects that you can go back 6 months, any of the maybe top 100 projects you have heard about, maybe with their own blockchain or not, or a meme coin, whatever it is, go through them. And what you will find is that at the very max of their ecosystem infrastructure, they have a blockchain created, which is big, a nice website, and then different systems put in place in that website. Maybe they push into an app, maybe. But a website and a blockchain technology built, with a wallet built in, that's kind of like the biggest thing you can find. If you go to a meme coin, usually it's nothing but a website with one page or website that whatever you click, it just scrolls down into the page and that's it. And there's nothing else but a community behind it. That's the whole ecosystem or the whole infrastructure they have. So we're working a little bit harder to make that different than it is. For starters, during the ICO, we already have the three. This Waka coin is held in the wealthclub.org platform right now, and we have 3 main, let's say, different structures built, completely different one from the other, bringing people through private networks into the wealthclub.org and the Waka coin ICO. On one hand, we have social medias, bigger or not so big, but we have basically an account made in everything. Some of them with 100,000 followers, some of them with 100. But all of them are guiding people, informing them slowly, like my grandma used to say, slowly, with little steps on top of the stones is how you cross the river. And this is the same thing. We haven't put a cent in advertisement, in massive advertisement. We haven't run any massive campaigns yet. No hype campaigns. We just are doing things organically from social media. Then the infrastructure, of course, is a massive infrastructure of the VIP ambassadors. This is VIP international ambassadors, which is the strongest thing we have as far as reaching the community. Imagine with all of these amazing individuals working each one on their nations, on their fields, bringing people in, building those platforms is the biggest strength of how we have built this community. There's a lot built just for the ambassadors as well. We're talking about not only individual websites, platforms, marketing. There's a whole infrastructure built for the ambassadors. Even the ambassadors might not even think about how much work has been put into them. And the more they come, the harder they have the work is just to make things happen. And then we have the wealthclub.vip, which if you go, you will find like a main marketing page. But there's a bunch of pages built into that domain with products, services, different campaigns, different airdrops. It's everything built on the back end, let's say, for that domain. Everything guiding people into the wealthclub.org. And then this is for the ICO. Again, capitalization phase. Now, as the capital is coming, the project is growing. There's three different. Just push it forward. There is three main, let's say, structures that are being built or distributed. The capital that's coming is being distributed mainly in three things. The first one is development. We have the app development, the ecosystem development, and the WCC chain. These are the three main parts of the infrastructure that are gonna feed. Most of them, this is already built or is being built, and I basically update every month. We have a new update. We're working on the app. We faced always honest to you guys. We faced a bunch of, let's say, backsteps, missteps with development of the app. We have problems with some developer teams that, didn't behave properly and they took our code, and that's a long story, not in case now. And then we're working, of course, into the WCC chain. Going to be there's a document, if you want to read this document, there's a really interesting document called the WCC chain introductory document. We can share it. It's an internal classified, semi-classified document, but I can share it with you if you want, with the community. It's an interesting document to read. But this is the first thing, the most important thing, development, what is already been built. These are three important parts of what is coming. Then the second thing is launch. And launch, getting ready for launch, it's the most important thing as well. I mean, it's one of the most important things. Launch, well, for us, launch is ICO is over and we're going to the marketplace. And the very first, for me, maybe for you, you're still with the old school crypto thing. I want to be in an exchange. This is the most important thing. And I will tell you why. Of course, the second is exchanges. But why at launch, the debit card trumps the exchanges? Because I'm guessing that if you hold like a coin, you want like a coin's value to grow. We're going to talk about the value and what's coming in the next slides. So please stay. But why a debit card trumps in many ways the exchanges? Because there's something you cannot avoid, and that is once an ICO is over, for people that hold coin to sell them once they are out in the exchanges. It makes sense. It's kind of, most people don't think long term. They say, I put, let's say, $1,000 here. Now the coin grew. If I sell them now, I have 4,500 or whatever it is. So I made a profit. I sell them. Oh, I'm happy. I made $3,000 in a few months. Great. And you can avoid that. You can work to minimize that fact. And there's a few factors that will help us, let's say, minimize those. We can discuss the strategies of launch in a different conversation as well. And it's an extremely interesting conversation. But the fact of the matter is, you will have people selling immediately. Now, by having a debit card, it's not that you eliminate the people's wishes, let's say, of the wish of people selling the coin, but the necessity of selling it is removed, because now there will be people that would like to hold, there will be people that would like to use it to pay their bills or buy themselves something, and they don't need to sell the coin to an exchange. They can just use it in the debit card. And why is that important for the project itself, for you, for me, for the project? For two main reasons. The first one is that because of the deal we have with the debit card, those coins, they don't go on sale, so they do not affect the value of the coin. They remain within the ecosystem because we provide liquidity to the debit card. They receive your coins, they put the money for you to buy a car or whatever it is, and then those coins come back to us, and then we can burn them, we can do a bunch of stuff with them, which will always increase the value. The second thing is exchanges, that because we have we expect that a lot of the people that will want to, let's say, get rid of the coin, use them for a better term, use them once the launch happens, once we are in the market. A lot of them will rather have their coins into the debit card to be used. They will not sell them. And because we're going to reduce the amount of people selling the coin, attached to the massive amount of people we expect and we are going to work for that are going to come purchase coin, that will facilitate the value of the coin to go up. So these are the two main reasons why the debit card is such an important, financially, such an important deal for the project. Then, of course, is the global positioning, which is a massive. This is one of the reasons. Not this. This is one of the reasons why projects die immediately die after launch when they go into the marketplace, because the truth of the matter is that they don't raise much capital. These things are expensive, and because they don't want to be called scammers, nobody wants them. People want to fulfill their mission. They create this project, they hype it up, then they put the coin, they raise whatever amount of money, use a lot of that money into the exchanges to have the coin into the exchanges. And then the remains are so little that they cannot develop anything else, or they don't want to develop anything else. They need to recover their costs or whatever it was. And they don't have capital and nor interest to start investing in partnership, sponsorship, global events, online marketing, which is, for you to have an idea, we are planning to spend over $100,000 a week in online marketing only. That's part of the plan for the development, the push of the development of the project once we're in the marketplace. So of course that requires a lot of capital, but the strategy is there, and we're going to do it as long as it's going to take what it takes, because we're not rushing this. But it's a pretty well built infrastructural plan that separates this. Just by looking at it, you can tell that it separates it from basically everything else. Not ever made. There's a lot of projects that has all these things, the biggest ones, but we are not trying to compete with Solana. No, we're building something alternative to Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, something more that we're going to target. In which we are different is that Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, Bitcoin, all of them target the crypto space. We're opening doors here outside of the crypto space to bring people into the crypto space. So that's what makes us different. So the second thing on the infrastructure is because we really want, I should have had added a fourth arrow here, up to here. I think I'm going to do that update later on. About philanthropy, and philanthropy has its own separate thing because it is extremely important for us to, as I was saying, to bring the benefits of the cryptocurrencies and blockchain into the people. But because we are creating a financial tool, we're going to use that tool to support the ones that need it the most. And we are going to focus into these areas. In fact, there's conversation with one ambassador. We were going to start last year. We didn't, because the divine times were not aligned to ours. But we want to build the WealthClub Foundation, in New York, through one of our ambassadors, and through there we're going to divert funds to support different activities and different organizations, different endeavors, let's say, in these main areas that are cited here. In fact, we are already working from day one. This was planned from day one. If you read the first version of the white paper, we were already talking about this. The Pay It Forward program, the intention of the Pay It Forward program is to support young artists, entrepreneurs, and young athletes, because I've seen it firsthand. I'm from Uruguay, and I know for those three categories of young adults, it's really hard to make it, let's say, really make it, or even compete at a higher level because of lack of support. So we want to, through our foundation, support them specifically and educate them in crypto, and then sign a contract with them that will make them responsible for, once they get to a certain level and grow, to transmit information to and support the community, let's say, paying it forward, right, under them, and keep pushing forward the seed. We will put the seed, and God willing, the efforts that we're going to do today will be transferred generations to come. And that's the idea, the main idea of the Pay It Forward program. So the philanthropy is really, even if it's not the focus of this presentation, is really big into our efforts of what we want to change things. Part 4, value increase and potential. Okay, this is going to be extremely interesting for, I guess, most people. When we talk about value, finances and stuff, there's different concepts. The idea is to make Waka coin. This Porsche was purchased with Bitcoin. The idea is for tomorrow that the same can be done with Waka coin. It doesn't matter what you are, you can actually use Waka coin to purchase anything you want at whatever level, anywhere in the world. The first thing that people ask about the crypto project is the tokenomics. This tokenomics, let's put it this way. Again, like in the whole presentation, completely transparent. These are the tokenomics based on the launch. Remember that we are going to launch the WCC chain. All of the coins that exist are going to be migrated into the WCC chain, hopefully 2025, maximum 2026 with a new chain. Right now it's in the BSC. These are the basic tokenomics. You can read them. I don't want to read all of those statistics, but it's basic tokenomics of most every project out there. Important thing to consider is this: airdrops and marketing. That is 5%. Airdrops 2.5% means that is 125 million coins. No, 125 million coins for marketing and airdrops. 125 million coins that were separated from marketing and airdrops. Those were, if they are not used, same with this 10% for partnership and global positioning, whatever is not used here, in this part here, are going to be burned at the end of the ICO, or dedicated into there's a, I don't remember the name now, it just blew my mind, the passive income support program for Waka coin holders. So once the ICO, before the ICO is about to be over, we're going to launch the program, and basically, if you have, it's going to reward you from holding Waka coin. The more you have, the longer you have them, the biggest the drop of coins. We're going to take from that, and everything else is going to be burned. So it's a pretty simple yet interesting plan on how to handle the coins that are in the market. But let's talk about the value. This is the fun part, let's say, of the presentation. People ask me, okay, what's the value of a coin? What is there something that backs it up? You know, what, like whatever, oil, gold, whatever it is. No, there is nothing. Gold's value is ultimately, if you think about it, a social construct. At some point, somebody decided that this shiny little piece of metal coming from the ground was worth something. Okay, yet because it's lustrous, it's metallic, there's relative scarcity, and the difficulty of extraction makes it valuable, right? It's perceived that gold is a valuable commodity. The same thing can be said about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is valuable because we agreed it is. Of course, the thing that gives it the biggest value in relation to gold is this here, the difficulty of extraction, because it requires energy. Because of that, Bitcoin is growing and growing and growing, because the most, I read a mathematical calculation a few months ago that the last 2 Bitcoins to be produced will require the whole energy of the planet to build that's one Bitcoin. So that's all theoretical, right? But the thing is, Bitcoin is worth because we decide it is, because its scarcity is decentralized. You know, the perceived value on a global scale is there, so people give some value. Okay, there's nothing. It was no like a Bitcoin Foundation with $100 million behind that will support the value. That will be a fiat coin, and even now, fiat are not even held by, like, supported by gold, so it's the same. Okay, so that is Waka coin is the same principle of Bitcoin applies to Waka coin. Yet, but let's say, but this is the current state of the project, and you tell me, when we talk about perceived value and think of all the projects out there, you tell me why do we say that Waka coin is worth a lot as a project and as a cryptocurrency? We have 66 ambassadors signed in 33 countries, 14 pending ambassadors, 19 active projects around the world, 12 pending projects around the world. 3 active conversations with governments to work directly with government, 23 potential investors of 6 or 7 figures, conversations are in progress. We have already a contract with a Visa debit card confirmed, the Weka Coin wallet app in development, the WCC chain is in development for 2025 and 2026. We have dozens of partnerships or businesses accepting already Weka Coin and they want to partner with us. The value, the perceived value as a whole is massive. Okay, it could be argued that it's one of the most prestigious and valuable projects as a project today. If I wanted to, as a businessman, to sell this project, it will be worth millions of dollars. Now, on the other hand, let's say as a new project, of course, it's still growing, right? We have barely 15,000 users, which is about 15% of the minimum goal. We want to end up the ICO with 100,000 people. Although I'm optimistic. I think we can go over $250,000. And so far we have raised $400,000, which is 4% of the total capital raise that we want to raise. We are far away from the goal yet, but doesn't mean that we're not going to get there. Okay, Weka Coin, as I was saying, is one of the most prestigious projects in the world today. New cryptocurrency projects. Of course, if you tell me I have seen Ethereum or Solana, yeah, those are years of projects in the market, backed with millions of dollars. Maybe you don't know about the Cardano project. The Cardano project was supported during the ICO. It lasted 2 years and something, the ICO of Cardano, and they raised $64 million by 2 main backers. At the end, they came, boom, $64 million, and boom, Cardano was born. And I foresee something similar happening to Weka Coin. We're going to grow immensely, and at some point, we're going to close some of those big investments conversations we're having, and then the project is gonna go where it's supposed to go. So value projection. These are interesting. Back in 2022, we ran an internal official in-house projection, and this was considering the analysis of the growth history of cryptocurrencies, the similar results of similar projects in the past 5-6 months, considering the current state of the personal corporate brands around Weka Coin, and taking account the active global marketing strategy and the synergies that were going to be built. So at that was the kind of the goal for everybody, that Weka Coin should reach $1 in 2 years from its original launch value, which was 1 cent of a dollar, once the coin is out of the market. So we foresaw at that time that once we're in the market, whenever that is, within 2 years, we should be valued at $1. Not value. The actual words were positioned above the $1 value, okay? And 5 years after that, 100. So 1 year in 2 years, $1 in 2 years, $100 in 5 years. Now there was an unofficial projection made with a team in Dubai, same time, with no restrictions. Ours was conservative, and they had the same information, but we provided them a little bit more information so they can expand a little bit on what we're doing. They also considered Weka Capitals and different investments, plans and contracts that we were working on at that time. They were also considering the Bitcoin evolution, etc. And they established that once, following everything as planned, once we're in the market, then the coin should be above $100 in 2 years. So let's say if we launch end of 2024, by end of 2026, 2027, the coin should be 100. And 5 years, 3 years more in 2030, they should be 2,000. Now, this is the latest update of this unofficial. The same team that did the unofficial in 2022, they did one update in 2023 in April, and they considered all of the same previous information plus the current personal and global brands involved, the partnerships, the sponsorships, everything that Weka Coins have been done until that point. And they went crazy with the projection. I mean, if you hear me talking about Weka Coin publicly, I don't talk about this. It's doable. It's extremely doable. I just focus into this, about $1 within 2 years. But they said that the coin could easily follow the steps of Ethereum. and be about $200 something in 2 years and over 3,000 within 5. That's wait and see. They're just projections. Okay, this is no guarantees. These are projections. Okay. Now, how are we planning to increase the value of the coin? What is the strategy? Well, there's a strategy behind it. The idea, we divide it in stages. Stage 1 is between 0 to 1. Then up to 100 goes to stage 2. Stage 3 is growing over 100. And then the value increase strategy grows to stage 4 once the coin is in the marketplace, and we're working really hard with all of the strategies. This is a more detailed version. I'm just gonna, let's go back here. So you can screenshot if you want, but as I was saying, the stage 1 is from launch to from the pre-launch to the value for $1. That will be 2 years after launch. Then we have stage 2 from 1 to 100. Then stage 3 over 100 until it's stable over $100. And then stage 4 is over 1,000 and beyond. This is value increase strategies in general. What do we want to do? And there's a lot of work behind it. And behind it, talking about a lot of work, there is over 200 pages of documentation created for the Coin project. Literally, over 200 pages. Just the white paper, which is a pretty simple general document for, remember, the Ladybug in WCC store is not written for the crypto expert, it's written for the Ladybug in WCC store. It's 46 pages or something. Our FAQs is about, again, like 40-something pages. But other than that, we have a lot of documents written, and it's a lot of literature built and written from the ground up, and that's something that should be mentioned as well. Now, as far as comparison, Coin versus other coins, this is a pretty interesting. I'm just going further here. Basically, this is not competition. This is alternatives. Okay, different global cryptocurrencies and their development over the years. As you can see, Bitcoin went from nothing in 2009 to $1 in 2011, growing thousands of X. Then from the moment it got to $1, it took them 2 years to go to 100, and then it kept growing. Ethereum from launch 2015, the same year grew to $1, and it took them 2 years again to go to 100. If we go to BNB, they launched in 2017. The same year they grew to 1, and they took them 4 years to go to 100. Remember that our statistics are extremely conservative. The pre-launch, when the coin started existing, was the ICO started in December 2022. It was at 25 cents. It's not really launch. We're going to launch when we launch. But the things, remember that we are planning to, or the projections are that once we are out, once the coin is in the marketplace, whenever that is, it's 2 years. It should take 2 years to get to $1. And when you get, as an example, BNB or Ethereum, they reached $2 in the same year of launch. So 2 years is pretty conservative. And after that, 3 more years, so from 0 to 5, 3 more years to get 100. When BNB took them 4, we're saying 5. Ethereum took them 3. 2 years from 2015 to 2027 and 2017 to get to 100. 2 years Ethereum, 4 is BNB. We expect, or we project 5 years. This is pretty conservative, and I think it's extremely doable, especially because of the strategy we're putting in place. Now, as far as growing the community, and again, this might be extremely interesting for you. There's a lot of information here that you should screenshot and take home. We have a pretty well put together strategy for the community. There's airdrops and rewards from day one. These are the basic airdrops and rewards. First of all, we have an account with, I think it's about $7 million, as you know now, 125 million. Now it's a bit more than that. It was a bit more than that at current value. Now the coin is 7.7 cents of $1. We should add this is a reminder, we should add one slide about the algorithm, the value algorithm. But we give 100 coins per sign up. So if tomorrow you bring your cousin Jimmy will get 100 coins as a gift from us because we're investing in their future in crypto. Okay, now it's like $7 point something per sign up. Not only that, if you bring your cousin Jimmy, you will get 50 because we give 100 Waka coins on sign up plus 50 Waka coins per referral. On top of that, depending on the situation, we give bonuses up to 50% bonus per sale. They can accumulate into even more than that, but that's kind of like the basic. What we're talking about, this is for everybody. If you buy like $50, that's up to what you can get for buying $50. And as you increase the investment, you get bigger tiered, let's say, bonuses, and they pile up. But the basic percentages is up to 50% per sale. And then we give 5% affiliate bonus for everybody, which is amazing. So if you're in Jimmy and Jimmy spends $100, you receive $5 in Waka coins to your wallet. This is the basic for everyone. And the reason behind this and why are we investing in this is because we want everybody to succeed. It doesn't matter if you have money or not. That's why what I tell people is you don't need to sell this project. You just gift it to people. Tell them, dude, create an account. This is going to be, you don't need to believe in it. I believe in it. This is going to be massive. I'm giving you the opportunity to get 100 Waka coins for free. Just make your account, boom, 100 Waka coins in your wallet. That's the whole idea. And if somebody really takes it seriously, they can pile up thousands of coins by just referring people, giving them coins in our behalf. It's a pretty interesting concept for people that has no money and they want to tap into the crypto space. Then we have special rewards, and this is gonna be calculated at the end of the Waka coin ICO. We are gonna reward top ambassadors, which are the people with the largest teams. So if you bring 12 people and then that thing starts developing and eventually you have 5,500 people under you, you might be eligible for the rewards as top ambassador. The same, we reward the top supporters. The rewards used to with the largest amount. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give really nice rewards to this top. We're gonna raffle. We're gonna choose between what's the word? Between the top supporters, we're gonna raffle what you're gonna see right now, and same with the top ambassadors. We're gonna give one reward and one reward, special rewards, and then also to the top producers, meaning the rewards to the people with the biggest volume. So if you bring 10 people only, and then your friend brought 5,000, and those 5,000 invested $1 each, that's $5,000. And if you brought 12, and those 12 invested $1,000 each, that's 12,000. You are a top producer compared to your friend. So we're gonna measure the producers, and we're gonna reward them with a supercar and also with a high-end vehicle. The idea is that to raffle 2 of these for each one of these levels, okay? To the biggest producers, calculating. Of course, there is a minimum, okay? It's not just I bring 10 people. There is a minimum of work. The details are in the presentation specifically for that. So that's for general audiences, airdrops and bonuses and benefits. But now we have different tiers. The higher you go, we have different tiers. The first thing is the top 500. This started by being a private group of first 100 people, then 200, now 500, because it's tied to the percentage of the community. Okay, 500 people today is about 3% of the total community population of the community, and the definition would be for the top 500. It's the members that belong to that 3%. The 3% of the people invested the most, right? That they really put $100, 150, 200, whatever it is that made them into the top 500, and they receive rewards and benefits from the Waka Coin project that comes directly from the airdrops and marketing accounts. So we have that because at the end of the day, what we don't use, we're going to burn. So what we want is provide as much benefits as we can to our community. Okay, these are the benefits for the top 500, and they're pretty interesting. The first one being this, the monthly subsidy. And this is important. Listen, every month we take from that account, we separate $100,000 worth of Waka coins. We might use it or we might not. If we don't use it, they go back to it. Dedicated to the top 500. So that allows us to subsidize your purchases 2 days a month 48 hours, we're going to announce by email, listen, your 48 hours top 500 started now, and during those 48 hours, those top 500 are followed separately by our team separately. Those top 500 are gonna get an email saying 48 hours started, and during those 48 hours, top 500 will be able to purchase the coin at the original ICO value. It is not that the value of the coin drops, it's that we subsidize to support, to help the top 500 those 2 days a month, 48 hours a month, okay? It's gonna be not random because we're gonna choose dates, but we're gonna announce the day launches, so please follow the emails, okay? Of course, there's other benefits as well for the top 500. Read them here, personalized support. As I was saying, it's important. The top 500 are not just people. We have a dedicated team following their activities. If they invest or not, if they do the KYC or not, those type of things. So highly encourage you to take this seriously. Then we have another tier, a little bit higher up, which is new. And that's the Platinum Partners. We call them Platinum Partners, or Miembros Platino en español. The Platinum Partners. And the Platinum Partners are a step up. The Platinum Partners are the, let's say, the definition here is not here. The Platinum Partners are the ones that invested in Waka Coin over 100,000, they purchased over 100,000 Waka coins. If you have in your wallet over 100,000 Waka coins, then you are a Platinum Partner. It doesn't matter how much you spend, because maybe you purchased it when it was cheap, but with bonuses, it doesn't matter. If in your wallet you have over 100,000 Waka coins, you are considered a Platinum Partner, okay? And the idea, the biggest benefit, I would say, or one of the biggest, is that, of course, you get all of the benefits. All of the benefits of the top 500, the same benefits that we just mentioned. So you also get those 2 days at 2.5 cents. But more than that, you get this one, which is similar to the top 500, but it's less people. So we're allowed to benefit you even more if you're a top 500, if you are a platinum member, a platinum partner, because we also separate 100,000 a month in Waka coins, worth of Waka coins, for the platinum partners, and we release a 48-hour window for the platinum partners once a month to purchase the coin at 1 cent, which is the value that originally was presented when we pre-launched. It's a gift. Again, it's not that the coin drops in value. It's not that we are leaving the value of the coin, no. The coin worth what it's worth. We are subsidizing these purchases because we want to use the airdrop and the marketing account to support the community. So the more you support the project, the more we support you. But we support everybody. If you are not at those levels, doesn't matter. We pay $7 and something for each one that signs up. We give 5% commissions. We give the referral bonuses and bonuses monthly that depending on the day, if something celebration, we increase the bonuses. We reward everybody. If you're at top 500, we reward you more. If you are one of the platinum partners, we reward you even more. Okay, and there's gonna keep going. There's going to keep coming new benefits for the platinum partners. So this is new, extremely new, and it's extremely interesting. Okay. Now, there's another thing separately, not for everybody, which is the VIP Investors Club. There's a whole presentation separately solely to discuss the VIP Investors Club, and that is for people that invest over $10,000 into the project. It's just for high-profile purchases over 10,000, exclusive by invitation of the VIP ambassadors. There's a bunch of benefits, fixed bonuses on purchases. They participate on the movie. You can check the movie, Beyond Limits movie, and they can participate to the movie. This, again, the presentation of the VIP Investors Club is extremely interesting. You can reach out to WCC at wealthclub.org with any question about this, or you can ask me questions here if you want, and I will answer at the end, okay? So this is kind of like the 4th level. So general audience, top 500, general audience, top 500, platinum partners, and then we have the VIP Investors Club, okay? Now, the future of Waka Coin, and this we're getting close to the end. There's a roadmap. simple roadmap. This is a little bit more in detail what's going to happen. We divided the roadmap into 5 different stages, not the rounds or the stages of the ICO in the long term. And this includes the global campaigns, the integration with the other companies, the apps beta test and the WCC chain beta test, the WCC in the public exchanges, global events, the activation of the pay forward programs, etc. There's here's a little bit more in detail. No, that's in detail. You can read more in the white paper. These are more things that are coming. In fact, just these are the education program, sports program, esports program, Latin America Projects Fund, a bunch of stuff that I would also encourage you to check and read. But so you to have an idea, and I don't have the document here because I think I can actually share with you this document. Let me find it real quick in my computer and share it with you. There is, I think it's 60, 70 or something events here that are approved, pre-approved events and activities. I'm going to share this with you. Look, when we talk about the future, this is part of what we talk about the future. Well, I'm clicking everything. Where am I? Here I am. Well, because I opened the Photoshop. I am going to open this. Close. There you go. Let me just share again. I'm going to share this document. Let me see if you can see it. There you go. This document is the 2024-2025 pre-approved events and activities, of course, subject to budget and everything. And these events have come through, let's say, the VIP international ambassadors and other potential partners and sponsorships. I mean, I'm not going to go through this with you guys now, but imagine how big WorldCoin would be when we actually pull off all of these events that go from rally to events, to fashion technology summits, to geology conferences, deep sea conservation projects. Listen, robotics, gastronomy awards, photography exhibitions, I don't know, yacht show in Monaco, blockchain summit in Zurich, health and wellness retreat in Bali. I mean, we have so many activities pre-approved, subject to budget. And that's pre-approved not because I decided, oh, I would like to do this. It's because there's been conversations with the other parties on what we're going to do. And all of those things have been pre-approved. So imagine where we're going to go. So the future is bright. Of course, all of these things, or most of those things, are subject to funding, but there's a lot of work, and we're here to do it. So confirmed events, these are confirmed events. Dates to be announced. We had the African launch in Lagos, Nigeria. The WCC African launch. This is going to be massive. We have a really, really elite group of VIP ambassadors in Nigeria, two princes, two businessmen, super successful businessmen, and a businesswoman from Sweden that is now starting her career there in Africa, in Nigeria. And this is going to be a really, really important pivotal moment into the positioning of WorldCoin. We had the WCC Celebrity Poker Tournament hosted by Hassan Andam. Hassan Andam, as I was saying, 6-time world champion boxer in France, from Cameroon. He's in France, and he's also happens to be a professional poker player. So we're going to do that. We also have the tournament that we're planning to bring in with ESTN, and of course, then the VIP Ambassadors private event in Monaco. These are confirmed, just dates to be announced. Some of them were planned for last year, some of them for the beginning of this year, some of them were pushing forward. Again, it depends. Again, the divine times are not necessarily the ones that we define, but these are confirmed. And then, of course, and this, maybe you have seen it initially, the idea was to, whenever the launch was, 2023, 2025, the launch in Dubai, and this is going to be the mega event in Dubai when we officially unveil WealthClub for the world. And this is it, official launch, tickets pre-sale in Dubai. We're gonna open a website once we define the dates, and that's it. That's it as far as the overall picture of what WealthClub Coin is. In short, WealthClub Coin is a global cryptocurrency. That's the whole point. Built for everyone, not just the crypto space. We are aiming at the ladybug groceries in the stores. I was saying, it's projected to be worth $1 within 2 years after launch and 100 within 5 years after launch. Supported by 66 international ambassadors in 34 countries from all continents. Eco sale is live. We are at 77.7 cents today. We give airdrops, 100 coins for newcomers, 50 coins per referral. There's affiliate bonus of 5% per every single sale, and massive benefits for top ambassadors and producers. The mega event in Dubai 2025 is going to be announced once we define exactly the dates of launch and everything being in the marketplace, all of those details. And that's it. I'm going to just finish with this little video. Maybe you have seen, maybe you have not. We have produced, I don't even know how many videos on marketing in different languages. We have videos like in a dozen languages. So you know, if you go to our YouTube channel, you will find it. Let me see. Maybe I didn't put the sound, I think. No, maybe there's no need. You know what? There's no need for the video.
Tired of losing? Celebrating alone? Making the wrong choices? Is victory eluding you? Ever feel like you're walking a tightrope? Are you dreaming of something better? Winning the lottery, hitting the casino, starting a business, being a star or social media star, or marrying a billionaire. There is a better way. Wealth Club Coin, your winning ticket to a better life. Join today and win a 100 WCC gift. We are WCC Wealth Club Coin, and we're building wealth with confidence. Join Wealth Club Coin and stop wasting your money.
This video in particular is more
tired of losing?
It's more commercial, right? More aimed at the financial part of it. It's not my favorite, but it's kind of like a funny one, so I leave it at the end. So I want to thank everybody. Now we're going to open up. Let's see if there's any questions here in the room. If there's there's no questions. Remember, the whole point of this was to bring a big picture of what WealthClub Coin is. Starting next Monday, we're going to make it shorter, focusing into exclusive on news, talking directly to me through the chat. I want to activate the chat, and also new updates and new things that might be coming. We're going to do this in English every Monday, in Spanish every Tuesday, and I hope to see you guys there. Please bring your peeps, bring them, so they know what this is all about. Thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure to be with you and to have you in the room. And look, it was faster than expected. It was supposed to be 2 hours. I've been talking for 1 hour and 40. So thank you guys for being here, and I see you next time. See you at the top. Bye-bye.